Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy and here's my non-spoiler review for Saltburn. Saltburn is directed by Emerald Fennel. Struggling to find his place at Oxford University, new student Oliver Quick finds himself drawn into the world of charming and aristocratic Felix Catton, who invites him to Saltburn, his eccentric family's sprawling estate, for a summer never to be forgotten. A lot of the times here on this channel, you will see us do a lot of trailer reactions. Saltburn was not one of the trailers that we did a reaction to. I think it wasn't even something I watched, when it came out. So I really went into this movie pretty much blind, other than I knew it was directed by Emerald Fennel and I knew that Barry Keoghan was in it. And that was it. This movie is so dark and twisted and captivating, and I love a story like this where you're following this one person and their journey and see what else is unveiled, including his own character at the end, and it was such a fascinating watch. So we've got Barry Keoghan as Oliver, who is new at Oxford. He's a new student at Oxford University, and he becomes very interested in Felix and his friend group, but I think mostly Felix, to the point where when they finally do have their paths cross, he, starts off with this like doe-eyed first-year student, definitely was not like in with the cool crowd, to being invited to be a part of that crowd and just trying so hard to fit in. And I like that they played on the kind of awkwardness initially when he first joined the friend group, to slowly getting more familiar with the friends, with the way they party, and specifically with Felix. Felix and Oliver's friendship plays a major part in the movie. So I like that they use the university part of it and their time there up to their exam up to, I think it's whether it's end of the year or I think it was summer. And they use that time to establish who Oliver is, where is he at this point in his life, and not really giving you too much of a look at Felix in detail, but just, sort of in passing how he is with his friends, obviously living very lavishly. And once the summer break starts, that's when this movie really kicks into gear. Oliver is invited to Saltburn, which is Felix's family estate, and the characters are quite eclectic, kind of very removed from, they're in their own bubble in the way they speak about things, in the way they speak to people, the way they kind of complain to each other. It's kind of hilarious. Rosamund Pike and Richard E. Grant are Felix's parents, and they are absolutely amazing. Honestly, the whole cast is, but they were so good at playing that almost sort of tone-deaf, ignorant people, but they were still, and super rich, but they were still really nice. It was especially Richard Grant. I feel like he ate that role up. So this estate is crazy large. You can get lost going from room to room. They have a huge garden in the back with a maze, lake. They put on these lavish parties. Every single dinner party, even though when it's just with family, everybody is dressed to the nines. It goes to show what kind of a life they live. And it is in Saltburn is when we start to see Oliver and how he views his friendship with Felix, almost borderlining being obsessed with his friend. So at this point, I don't want to give too much away because things start unraveling, things start happening, and I don't want to take away that experience for you in the movie. I just have to say it is completely unexpected. Some things are expected, but a lot of it weren't. A lot of it is quite shocking. This is a very intoxicating film. It is, the way they filmed it is very dark, seductive, again, twisted. You're on a wild ride the entire time. I have to say, this movie is probably on my list of top movie of this year. I don't know if it's top 5, top 10. I gotta see a lot more movies before I can put it into place, but it's in the top somewhere. I thought performances were fantastic. I thought the writing was really, really great. The costumes, Rosamund Pike's especially, like everything she was wearing, I was in love with. And I actually think this is a movie I want to see again very soon because it's one of those movies where you watch it for the first time, you want to go into it a second time knowing what you know so you can go back and pick up all the little things. So my rating for Saltburn is check it out. If you've seen Saltburn, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.